Hey everybody, this is John with Legends of Tabletop. We have our first episode, our first session tonight of Star Frontiers being run by Oscar Rios. This was the whole impetus behind our actual play Mondays. So I'm going to kick it right over to Oscar and let him take us on an adventure.
Okay, thanks everybody for joining the game. Really excited about this. We are going to be starting our adventure in the, hold on, let me pull up my note. We are in the Timeden star system on the planet of Losend. Losend is a farming planet, lots of agricultural exports, and it's notable that its entire southern continent, called Fallow, is not widely settled. It's basically an entire continent which is kind of a nature preserve. So, in the quintessential words, if there's a bright, exciting center of the galaxy, you're in one of the systems it's farthest from. You have the unfortunate bad luck to be in a system that has some of the strongest gun laws in the entire frontier.
I'm glad I have my badge.
Right. And we are starting here for a reason. And that reason is Koras. One of our characters is Koras, a young Saurian who is part of a race that is probably the newest race to enter the frontier. They've only recently arrived about 8 years ago as part of an exodus from their homeworld that was conquered by the evil Sathar. And that's how we're pronouncing it. It's Sathar. There's been a lot of controversy over the years. Is it Sathar or Sathar? We're going to say Sathar. So the reason we have to start in Losend is when these giant ships, these giant refugee ships from Kishkin arrived in the frontier, they were really taken to only a couple of places, and one of them is the Theseus star system. So at Theseus, there are probably 10,000 Saurians living on the planet, and close to 100,000 frozen in stasis. The Saurians want to be awoken, and but exactly what to do with them remains a big question in the frontier. What planet can absorb 100,000 new refugees pretty much overnight? And there's the question: should the Saurians stay on one planet? Should they be distributed throughout the frontier? A few, 10,000 here, 10,000 there, so there's less of a chance of them going extinct. There are some Saurians who feel, arm us, wake us all up, arm us, and we're going to go retake our homeworld. And there are other Saurians that are saying, well, that would be suicide because we just fled our homeworld. So the Saurian question is going to be a theme of the campaign.
Oh, all right.
And that's why we have to start on the farming world of Losend. Because it's one of the few places that there are Saurian populations. Okay, but our story does not begin with Koras due to some unforeseen circumstances, which we will not discuss at the moment.
Damn it.
So our story will begin with Logan, a young human who has worked for Pangalactic Corporation, I believe, and his friend Gluto, who's also worked for Pangalactic Corporation, but I believe he's recently quit.
He has.
Is that correct, gentlemen?
That's right.
Some unpleasant, shoddy work at some moon mine with some kind of industrial accident that soured you to Pangal. But so Gluto the Dralosite has recently resigned his commission with Pangalactic Corporation, one of the largest debatably the largest mega corporation in the frontier. And Logan, you are still a company man.
I am.
Okay, Logan, you are also you started as a company man, as a company child, raised in a Pangalactic Corporation home for wayward children.
I was a bastard.
Yes. Now, Logan, your earliest memories growing up in the orphanarium.
Your what?
The orphanarium.
A warehouse for orphans.
Yes.
It was a very unusual facility. You really don't remember much of it, but you do remember it was unique in that there were only 12 children raised in this home. And there were 2 human males, 2 human females, 2 Yazararian males, 2 Yazararian females, 4 Duralicites, who were gender neutral because they were children, and 4 Vrusk, 2 males and 2 females.
Those bastards.
You were all raised together, you were all educated together, and you were all medically treated together because you all had the same exotic nut allergy.
Wow.
You need to write this down. So you are deathly allergic to Sasha nuts.
There's a bunch of jokes there.
Okay.
Sasha nuts. Are they salty?
No, they're actually savory. They're put in other dishes.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like an MSG.
Oh shit! So there, I have to read the label and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of a drag.
Oh man, all right.
But you've kind of got a regimented diet, and Pangalactic Corporation sends you, as part of your employment, they send you prepackaged meals.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Okay, so, hold on. Logan, you have a best friend who is a Yazararian. What is his name again?
G-O-R'_LAC, Gorlak.
Okay.
We're drinking buddies.
Right. So, Gorlak has had probably 4 fistfights with Karas over the last 6 months.
Come on, guys, what the fuck?
Gorlak tends to be a rowdy drunk.
Yes.
And Yazararians and Saurians traditionally do not get along. They have one of these relationships where they're fine with each other until they start drinking, and then they either start a bar fight where it's the 2 of them against the bar, or they start a bar fight with each other, and then it's the entire bar against the Yazararians and the Saurians, and then they usually don't even remember it after.
Oh, really?
So it's a very young warrior kind of ridiculous, moronic rivalry. But really, it's not serious.
I would say it's not a deep-seated hatred. It's almost like a hail fellow, well-met, kind of, we're just going to fight because we feel the urge and we can get away with it.
Yeah, it's basically like 2 Norse guys from rival families.
Gotcha.
If there's a fight where they're both fighting someone else, they'll fight someone else. And if there's no fight where they're fighting someone else, they'll get drunk and probably fight each other.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Falls in with my normal character drives.
Right. So it's like you can have 5 beers with this guy, and it's either going to be like, fuck those guys or fuck that guy.
Gotcha.
And fuck that guy meaning the guy next to you, and you guys start fighting.
We should have a specific guy called Fuck That Guy. So we'll find out which at any given drinking moment what you're going to do.
Right. And Gorlak also has the same deathly allergic reaction to Sasha nuts.
Nice. Sasha's nuts.
Okay, so Gorlak gives you guys a call, like all of you.
All of us? Wait, no, where are we at? Are we at the bar?
You were Logan. You're just getting off of work. You're working security. You're just basically guarding a nondescript Pangalactic warehouse. They had a shipment of, like miniature lap dogs that have come in. That they're, basically they're very valuable and they're very easy to wander off with. But basically they're like large hamsters. So it's kind of a ridiculous assignment, but it's what you're being paid to do, so that's fine. And when you're doing odd jobs for Pangalactic, unless it's something special, it's just to really pay your rent and your prepackaged food and your prepackaged meals.
Yeah, because
so they almost have you as an indentured servant.
Yeah, the part-time business is slow right now, so I'll take the scut work.
Okay, Gluto, you're about eaten through with your last paycheck from Pangal, so it's a little thin on the ground. So you're looking to earn a few extra credits. And Karas, I don't think you have a job. You have gotten out of the military a few months ago?
Yep, I was hooked up with a bunch of mercenaries.
Okay. So Gorlak calls you and says, what are you guys doing like tonight and for the next 3 nights?
I'm watching these fucking hamster things, but other than that, I'm free.
Well, no, I've got a gig for us. It starts around 10 p.m. and it goes till like 4 in the morning.
Tonight?
If you're willing to miss a little sleep, you can probably make it to work the next day.
Yeah, that's par for the course. I'm in. I could use the extra scratch.
Okay, great.
No, these two are with me, right? Or no?
Yeah, you guys, you're all on a group call.
Oh, okay.
Like your chronocrons go off at the same time, wherever you are.
All right. What do you two think? You in with me with the Gorlak's proposition? Seems pretty easy.
Yeah, I've got nothing going on. I'm in.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm in between jobs at the moment.
He says there's a club that opened up about a month ago. They went for about a week and then they had to close down. They're about to reopen. The reason they closed down was that the Targan Mafia has been trying to extort money from the owner. So they need bouncers with some serious fighting skills.
Well, that would be us.
Speak for yourself.
What, you don't have any fighting skills?
Oh, yes, I have many fighting skills.
Other than hissing at me? The fuck?
It's the teeth.
Alright, you know what? Alright, cool.
Bouncer, I better bring some grenades just in case.
Yes, because...
You never know what will happen.
Gorlak says, it's a club. If we blow up the club, they're not going to pay us. They don't want any blood. They don't want any, no knives, no guns. I mean, if you've got a pack, but really they want guys who can handle themselves, with their fists, to settle this non-violently so the police aren't called. If anybody tries anything, we take them outside. And if they've got to go outside unconscious, they go outside unconscious.
Understood.
That's not a total loss, then.
Alright, Send me the directions to this place, and well, all of us actually will meet
The
up
directions
there.
pop up on your Corona Chrome. So they pop up on your phone,
Oh god, yeah,
on your little watch phone.
oh yeah, the chrono.
Yeah, it's funny. That used to be sci-fi.
I
Now
know,
it's-
right? Now you got the fucking
when this game was new, that was like really cool, and now we have it.
yeah. Little video watch. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna tap that into the GPS, as it were. I'll attempt to start up my beater cycle. I think I got it working again.
Okay, so you take the cycle over.
Yeah, I'm gonna cycle over. I will use my shoulder rig. I will keep it under my jacket, and have my brass knuckles with me as well. I'll do my best to remain unobtrusive with those items, and act in a professional manner.
Okay. Cluedo, are you bringing the grenades?
I am bringing the grenades in my pack. I will only use them in an emergency.
Yes.
Okay, Karas.
He will bring his sword, but he will leave it at the with the bartender.
The coat check.
Yeah, he'll go check it.
Okay, so you show up at a predominantly human establishment called Geisha Nova.
Geisha Nova. I like it.
It's kind of like a upscale, swanky whiskey lounge with a dance area where they have live bands on the second floor. So it's actually, it's a really nice place, and a lot of money has been poured into this. So how are you guys dressed when you show up?
Well,
Boris is in a purple fur-trimmed, essentially a kilt, like a loincloth.
we worked that out last night. It was pretty awesome.
Okay, Budo, are you just nude? Are you wearing a netting?
I'm naked except for my backpack.
Okay. And Logan?
I do own one kind of shabby suit it's got lapels the size of hang gliders. It's kind of ancient, but I wore it anyway just to look decent. And it's
Okay, so Gorlak is there, and you see that he's wearing like a black and silver jumpsuit, like a one-piece jumpsuit.
what the fuck? All right.
And it has on the back the Geisha Nova logo.
Gee, what? All right, I'm gonna walk up to him, and we give our.
I'm glad you guys made it.
Yeah, well, I give him our special handshake.
He says, "Let me take you in to meet the head of security."
All right. As we're walking, I nudge him. I lean in, like, what the frag are you wearing?
He goes, I didn't mention the uniforms?
No, you didn't mention the uniforms.
Oh, we're going to get uniforms. I've already got mine.
Wait. Hold on. And I stop. We? What's this we?
Well, we're augmenting security.
Yeah, I'm not augmenting anything wearing that.
Well,
that wasn't part of the no. That wasn't part of the deal.
At which point a shrill Vrusk from a back room says, well, we need to be able to tell you from the riffraff who are just throwing random punches. If you can't wear our gear, you can't work here.
All right.
The hardened-looking Vrusk in a very similar jumpsuit comes out, and he says, I'm Trip Sill, I'm head of security here. And he looks over at Gorlak and he says, you said that they were dependable and they wouldn't cause any problems.
We are dependable, and you look like a jackass dressed in that. All right, here's the deal. We'll wear that, but we want more money. Or at least some free drinks. It's the weekend.
He says, well, I can supply a free drink at the end of your shift, and I will deduct the cost of the jumpsuit, and we'll call it a push.
Christ.
Koris looks over and he kind of turns and he says, "I don't think the tail will fit the suit."
Exactly. See?
He says, "Oh, we're very thorough. You're hardly the first Saurian bouncer we've had. This is our 5th establishment on this continent, and they actually have a Saurian jumpsuit, a human jumpsuit, and some Dralicite kind of web netting jumpsuit in the same scheme."
Sexy.
It is sexy.
Someone sees me in this shit.
He grins, which is somewhat horrifying because of the teeth. I'm assuming the Saurians have more teeth than like hard palate. That's the way I'm envisioning it.
Right.
Now,
I think that your Saurian is the one. Your race of Saurian is the one with the big single horn coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So your teeth are like square, jagged blocks, almost like mammoth teeth.
Okay, that
You're
works.
from you're one of the herbivore variety. So you actually don't have, you don't have canines. But
Right.
you do have like your front teeth are like horse teeth, and everything else is like elephant.
Right. Well, hence the lisp. But he kind of like curls his one lip, sort of, what could be construed as a smile, and he takes the proffered jumpsuit and starts to step in because he can use the money.
Right. And he says you'll be paid 50 credits per night for the first 4 nights, and after that we're going to have our regular security take over. You're going to be in charge of the ground floor. And they actually have like 4 other guys who are usually here, but because of the problems they had last time, they wanted more guys.
In other words, they got their ass.
What sorts of problems?
Okay, so the shift starts, and the place gets really crowded very quickly. Lots of people drinking, hors d'oeuvres. You actually see 1 or 2 sports celebrities. There's a news crew comes out, and there's like a mini red carpet of people coming in. I need everyone to roll their perception.
Just forgot my dice.
No. I rolled an 85.
That's going to be a no,
All right.
unless you have over an 85 in your perception score.
No, perception is 50.
What is on the old sheets? What does perception equate to on the new one? What's the transfer?
No, they haven't changed that. It's PER.
I thought PER was
Oh
personality.
yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
perception?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I haven't played this in a trillion years myself.
Yeah, it's PER/LDR, I guess it is.
I thought that was personality and leadership.
Oh, is that what that is?
Hold on.
Yeah, it is personality and leadership.
We're going to go logic then.
Cool. And that's logic. Intelligence logic. Okay, cool. All right, let me use these 2.
All right, I failed mine. I rolled a 76, and I have a 70 logic.
All right, I got a 1. So
Okay, you see there are a pair of humans who are moving through, and they're shaking a lot of hands.
All right.
And they're looking. They're one of them has an eye on the other security guys as his companion works the crowd. And every time you see him shake someone's hand, he runs their data card against his Chronicom and palms them something.
Really? All
And
right.
with the one, I'm going to tell you, it's something called a stim cone, which is a highly illegal recreational stimulant.
So these humans are targeting certain. This one guy is targeting certain people.
No, he's dealing. One guy is watching for security to see if they're spotted. Basically, it's a dealer and his bodyguard,
Gotcha.
or
All
a
right.
dealer and his muscle.
All right. I see this. Are any of my these other guys near me that I can grab them for backup and then?
Yeah, I think it's not an immense bar. It's a large lounge, but yeah, you guys are in charge of this floor, so they're within.
Do we have? All right. That's a good. That's a good thing to know. Do we have any kind of communication, like a walkie-talkie type scenario?
Cool.
We're gonna say that your chronocroms have a private channel
Okay.
that will allow you to talk to each other and Tripsil, the head of security.
All right.
Basically,
fire off.
let you in. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll fire off that channel and let them know what you just told them. Basically, like, look, we have what looks to be a dealer trying to be surreptitiously businesslike and failing because I caught it. They're dealing a highly illegal, high on the list illegal drug.
Okay, he says, Trip still cuts in and says, does he have a gray stripe in his hair?
Do I see that?
No, neither of these guys have a gray stripe in their hair.
All right, I don't unless they're in a disguise. No one is sporting a gray stripe.
All right, he says, let it go.
Let it go.
He says, they're not part of the Targan mob. They're probably small independents. I'll have someone follow them out, but be on the lookout for anyone with a gray stripe in their hair.
All right, that's being a company man that bothers me on a certain level. But I'll for the moment right now I'll comply because it's just the first viewing, and we just started. I'll play nice.
Okay. And now everyone roll an INT.
Intelligence here. All right. What do you got?
Jesus, fuck. I rolled a 92.
I rolled a 91.
I got a 14.
Nice.
Okay. So as the Dralosite hears the whole gray stripe and just let the dealer keep dealing because he's not something we want to deal with at the moment, you notice there are like 6 human women.
Ooh.
And they're like at the bar and they're hammering back shots, and they're kind of like rowdy and they're all like woo,
Bachelorette party.
And all of them have long gray stripes in their hair, and there's like 2 blondes, a redhead, and they've all got that one gray skunk stripe.
All right, I'll get on the Chronocom and say, we've got gray stripes over here. And then I'll immediately proceed towards the women, hoping my backup is coming.
All right. He didn't really give us. Do we see him move in that direction? Because he actually didn't give us a direction to move in.
I'm going to say that you when you were looking at when you were gathering for the dealer, you kind of had a beat on everyone, so
Okay.
you kind of knew where he was. So when he says that and starts moving towards the bar, you see where he's going.
Gotcha.
I will trail and kind of keep watch. Now I'm sort of looking for somebody with a gray stripe because I figure the girls aren't the problem.
And they're dressed as like three of them are dressed as like party girls, and then 2 of them are dressed rather well, as if they were the money behind this little party.
Mm.
And then there's one girl who looks very out of place from the group. She's a little stockier, and her eyes are kind of steely.
Mm.
Like you can tell she's not really enjoying the party as much as the others.
Is she drinking as much as the others?
Yes.
Okay.
Gluto's just going to wait for a reason to pick them up and carry them out of the bar, but he's not going to initiate anything. He's waiting for someone to tell him to do that or for them to do something obviously wrong.
Okay. So they drink for a little while, and hold on.
I'm gonna sidle next to the Drowsite up at the bar. Keep an eye out. Just
Okay. The girls slowly take notice of the four of you, taking notice of them. And then again, they do another round of shots. One of them goes over to the DJ, requests something. You know, a very popular song drops, and one of the girls gets up on the bar and starts dancing on the bar and starts removing an outer layer of clothing to be in her underwear on the bar as her friends cheer her on. Except for the steely-eyed one who almost appears not to notice that her friend has gone onto the bar.
And I'll get on the comm and be like, "Are we supposed to stop this?"
I don't think so.
Gorlak, because again, Gorlak is part of your security team. He says, "Are we letting that go too?" And Tripsil comes over the comm and says, "No, we're not letting that go. Get her down from the bar, and if they resist, get them out. Please be advised, they are likely members of the Targan Mafia."
Oh, that's just beautiful.
I was waiting to hear that, so with my 4 arms, I grab her and lift her off the bar.
Now here we go.
So you just reach up to grab her.
Yeah, with all 4 arms.
Okay, hold on.
Pseudopod.
I'm going to start to move in that direction now, like close enough to be able to help.
Okay.
I'm just loosening up my gyrojet.
What's your reaction speed, Pluto?
My reaction is 50.
Nice.
Okay. As you go to grab her, you manage to get a hold of her before her or any of the other girls can react. 2 of the other girls immediately say, "Back off, perv," and they both attack you. One with a kick, and the other with a thrown elbow, and they both have martial arts.
I knew I brought those grenades for a reason.
Take out the bar.
Or actually, what does a punch do again?
It's I think it's 1d10. Yeah. Melee weapon, attacks, basic hit, disarming, wrestling. Ooh, wrestling, that's cool. Forgot about that stuff. I forgot about your battle rage, Warlock. We gotta get you.
Punching. It says 1/10 of the character strength rounded down.
Okay, so we're gonna say she's got a 60.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
You're hopped up on a drug?
No, actually, now that you're up close to them, they're kind of built like MMA fighter girls.
Oh, Christ. I'm glad I bought my gun.
And she's got martial arts, which increases the damage by 1 per level. So these 2 attacks actually hit you. Those are both critical attacks.
Wow.
Critical.
Because I rolled, of course, under 12 both times. So you grab this one girl, and you're immediately set on by 2 other girls for a total of 12 points of damage.
All right.
Like, they just lay into you. And you drop her.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, at this part, it can quickly get out of hand. So what do you guys want to do?
All right. Well, while that's all happening, and I see this. Lizard, lizard dude. Are you near the fire alarm?
No, I've moved up to help. I'm about arm's length away.
I don't know if the club promoter is going to be happy if you pull the fire alarm.
No, I'm not that. I step in a little bit closer and I sweep with my tail and try to knock the two that are on him down.
Okay, give me a martial arts attack.
All right.
Now, I am not going to have any damage occur because you're specifically sweeping the leg to knock them down.
Yep.
So
I rolled a 47. I don't know, or what are we? Is this based on strength or?
So this is based on martial arts. What's your martial arts level?
1.
1. But because you're coming up behind them, I'm going to give you a +1 on that. What did you roll?
I rolled a 47.
All right. It's a surprise attack, so I'm going to bump that up to another 1, which would be 3 for this attack. So you actually hit with that.
Okay.
You knock both of the girls who just, laid into him onto their backs with your tail. 2 girls turn and they immediately drop into like a defensive stance, and then they see they're up against a Saurian, and then looming next to you steps in Gorlak, and he's like got his hands up. So basically, you've kind of diffused it. Logan, you haven't gone yet.
I have not, and I was just going to hold my hands up. Now, ladies, there's no need for this. Calm down.
The steely-eyed girl comes over and says, I agree. Why don't you call off your dogs and your blob, and my friends and I will take our business elsewhere.
I'm not a blob.
All right, Gluto, McBlob. That's I appreciate that. That was quick. That was quick work. That was great. I love it. Reaction was awesome. But let's bring this down.
And then the steely-eyed girl goes, ladies, let's finish our drinks. And they both do their shot, and they said, you have a nice, and she looks over at you, smiles, and says, you have a nice evening, sir. And they all start walking out.
Well, before you go, wait, put your number here. Give me here. Put your number. You seem interesting. What do you do when you're not raising? What do you do when you're not raising hell in bars and whatnot?
She just smiles, winks at you, and she starts leading her girlfriends out.
Okay.
All right, I need everyone to make a logic roll.
08.
Nice.
Okay. As soon as they are almost out the door, you rolled an 8?
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
What else did you guys roll?
16.
That'll do it. 8 will do it.
It's 45. Yep.
And did you make it with a 45?
My int's a 40. Is 45. I rolled a 40.
Okay, so you all make it. They're all leaving, and they've got like a very smug look on their face, and one of them is giggling. And you're all like, well, what the hell? And you look, and at the foot of the bar are 6 clutch handbags.
Yep.
On the floor, stuck against the bar.
All right. Let's go, man. Do I get to set? Is there anything ticking? Because I thought maybe the girl throwing off her shirt.
It's not an Old West game. They don't need the winded clock on the explosion.
No. Well, you know what I mean. That's just for effect. But I'm going to go quickly check one of the bags, very very gently, kind of. Do I hear anything? Do I see anything in this?
Okay. At this point, time is of an essence.
Yes.
Everybody's eyes go wide. Logan runs and goes to look in one of the bags. Pluto, what are you doing?
I assume they're demolitions. This is my area of expertise, so I'm going to try to open as many bags as I can and see what we're dealing with here.
With 4 hands, that'll be quick work. Chorus, what are you doing?
Pull the firearm! I told you.
No, he turns back to the crowd and he says, "Everybody, move back!"
That's not going to help.
Well, I'm hurting people away from the explosion.
Out that, everybody move back. The crowd kind of parts. These ladies start to like dart out, and you see the stocky, steely-eyed girl. She starts reaching, kind of like into the sleeve of her outfit for something as they're in the building. So it is the next round.
All right. So
Can I?
something.
Okay, Logan, you open one of the bags, and yes, there is a block of Tortanium D19 plastic explosive, and it is on a radio detonator. Gluto, you managed to open 3 of the bags because they were all there, and you've got 4 arms. And yes, if all 6 of them have this charge, it's enough to probably level the building.
What the shit are we gonna do?
You will have to make 6 demolition rolls to defuse all 6 of these.
Shit. Can I just shoot that?
Or get them out of the bar before they go off, or find a way to jam the transmission of the detonation, which is impossible because you don't have a bomb squad kit with you.
God damn it.
Or somehow keep them from detonating the bomb. Or you can try several of these and hope one of them works.
Gluto, eat these.
So let's start with Gluto.
Knowing what I'm up against, how far away are we from the exit?
I'm going to say that you are not far from a side door.
Okay.
Where you know there's a big industrial strength dumpster.
Okay.
That could possibly shield some of these explosives. But of course, you can only grab 4 of these bombs at a time.
Yeah, my plan is to grab as many as I can and get out of here.
Okay, make a dex check.
I will say that to them. I'll say we need to get these out.
No, there's no communication. Right now we're talking tenths of seconds.
Okay.
So you can't even coordinate. So play it like you're going to do what you're going to do.
I'm grabbing him and running.
Okay, so you give me a dex check.
I got a 17.
Okay, so with you had opened 3 bags. Your eyes, your little veiny dots, flushed with blood, which is the Dralicide equivalent of oh my god.
Yeah.
You grab a 4th bag and you start darting for the side door.
Mm-hmm.
Logan, you're next to him.
All right.
With 1 bag on the floor and the bag you're holding, what do?
I'll grab. There's no time to shoot that bitch, so I get the fuck out of the way. I pick up the other bag.
Well, you could draw and try and shoot her. If you don't fire this round, she's going to get outside and you won't have a clear shot. But there's no guarantee you'll kill her or even hit her.
That's true.
But you could end it right there.
That's true. All right, just for shits and giggles, and then because it's fun. All right, I have the bag in my. I already had my my gun unholstered anyway when I walked up to the bar. So I'm gonna do a quick draw and then fire at this bitch.
Okay, you're gonna fire 3 gyrojet pistol shots at the what appears to be the leader of the gang. All right, I'm going to say, as soon as the gun comes out, the crowd starts to panic, and there's a chance that some of these people are going to be panic running or shoved into your line of fire. So if you miss, we're going to see if things get interesting.
Cool. All right. I'm a company man. I got to do it.
Okay. So give me 3 attacks.
All right.
And then we'll deal with Koras.
All right. All right. My.
And then I'll tell you what Gorlak is doing because I know what was in his head.
All right. So half of my dex for the gyrojet. I have a 70 dex, so that puts it at 35, and then with one skill level, that puts it at 45. All right, first attack.
Hold on. So give me a second.
Sure.
I'll tell you exactly what column you're on.
All right.
You fucked up my whole plan.
Well, you know.
That's what, there's no because you can't coordinate in that kind of a.
Yeah. And we're wearing.
No, it's fantastic. I had something I was going to do, and I'm probably not going to do that now.
Yeah. Well, we're probably all going to explode, and then.
I think the outfit you're wearing is impairing your thinking right now.
Probably.
It's constricting your blood flow.
Okay, so what was your? So I'm going to say that you've got a +1 column shift for your high dex.
All right.
That's going to be mitigated by the crowd running in, so that drops it back down to whatever your skill level is.
Back down to
Is it normally 2?
The normal, the dex plus the 1, so yeah, it'd be 45.
Okay.
All right, shot number 1. 31.
Okay, so that is actually enough to do half damage.
Nice.
So that's 20 points. That's 10 points of damage.
All right.
Okay. Second shot.
Second shot. 38.
Wow. So
Yes.
that is 5 points because that's 1/4 hit.
Bitch.
And third shot.
Third shot. All right, third time's a charm. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna blow this one. I know. Hang on. God damn it! 90. Fuck.
You called it.
I did. I hit some jackass in the head, in the ass.
Okay. Gorlock
Oh no.
runs 2 nightclubs and goes into a battle rage and starts charging her.
Nice.
And you hit him square in the left shoulder.
God damn it, Gorlock! I'm glad I hit him.
There's a spray of blood, and he goes down in a heap.
Oh
So I said if you miss him, it's going to get interesting.
no! Yes.
And that's what Gorlock was doing. He was charging her. All right, Karas, what were you doing?
I was going to pick up one of the bags and throw it at her as she was running out the door.
Nice.
But fuck, that leaves a couple of bags there, so I'll try to scoop up. I guess I grabbed 2 of the other bags.
Yeah.
And yeah, so my first thought is to grab him and toss him, and then he pulls out the gun and starts shooting wildly, and I'm like, well, shit. So I grabbed 2 and I follow.
That was dead on.
Yeah. So he follows Gluto out the back door.
Okay. So
You want to make a dex check?
what happens is she's like hit twice for 25 points, which is bad, but it's not, it's not fatal. She's able to act. These are explosive. Gyrojets are, for those who haven't played Star Frontiers at home, which is probably most of you, gyrojets are explosive-tipped, jet-propelled bullets. So he's basically firing like a badass hand cannon.
Yep.
I always think of it as the Richard Decker handgun from Blade Runner.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
So she's knocked down and on the floor.
Get her!
So you see a lot of people had been running out with these girls when the panic started, and then you hear automatic weapon fire from the front entrance. But you don't see any of her other friends, so you're guessing that they're outside spraying bullets, and a lot of the crowd starts running back in.
Oh, Christ.
She does 2 little half stumble crawls, and then manages to grab what appears to be some kind of a radio remote control device.
Huh? Well, she's going to kamikaze this?
Well, okay, so we're going to start in the hallway, in the alleyway. Gluto, you have 4 of these handbags. What are you doing?
So there's a dumpster, and then it's just kind of a regular alley otherwise?
Right, there is a dumpster, and it's still kind of close to the building. So ideally, if you could put them in the dumpster and then push the dumpster for 2 rounds, you'd think there wouldn't be any damage. But that's really pushing it. But getting them into the dumpster this round would be good. If they went off, you'd probably still be in a world of hurt.
All right. My original thinking was I wanted to throw 3 in the dumpster and then try to deactivate the other one just to see if I could do it. However,
definitely do that.
If I think even leaving them in the dumpster that close to the building is still going to cause a lot of damage to the building, I would try to push them away first. So I'll try to put all 4 in the dumpster and push it down the alley away from the building.
Okay, so I'm going to skip over Logan for a second. Karas, you're outside. You see the Dralis like just toss these in the dumpster and then start shouldering it, even though he doesn't have a shoulder, but he's using all of his hands.
I have a lot of shoulders.
He dumps them in the dumpster and starts just shoving this dumpster down the alleyway.
So I yell as I come out, "I've got 2 more!" And I'll run to the dumpster, and hopefully the lid's still open. I'll just throw them in and then help them try to push.
Okay, you can throw them in and close it, and then both of you are pushing as hard as you can, so that will half the time.
All right.
So Logan, she's gotten to the detonator, but she's like, there's a smear of blood on the floor. She looks over, and you see those steely eyes. They're almost like glowing with this insane, Yakuza death cult kind of look.
Son of a bitch.
So what do you want to do?
How far away?
Because of the automatic fire and all of the people rushing back in panicked, it's going to be -2 columns. So instead of a 45, you need a 41.
A 41 to hit her?
Yeah.
How would I be in? I still have my brass knuckles on. Would I be in range to punch this bitch in the throat?
You could run and dive at her, but if you miss that attack, she's going to trigger the detonator.
Why me? Why me? All right, here we go. Let me think this real fast.
You don't have real fast. Everything's going on right now.
Well, I'm just me as the player. What would be more fun? All right, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run as fast as I can. I got a pretty quick. Running is 30 meters a turn. So I am running, and with my brass knuckled fist, I have one of the bags. I'm gonna beat her with it. Just dive and come down on her. Hopefully her fucking head.
Okay, give me an attack.
All right. I'll just roll, see what happens. The lower the better. 16.
Okay, good. Do you have martial arts?
I don't. No. I don't think. No, I didn't pick that. No.
So 16, and you have melee 1.
Yeah, that would be
So that's 3/4 damage.
I do have melee 1. Yeah.
Okay, so you do 3/4 of that attack. So what is that? Brass knuckles is a 6-point weapon. What was your strength?
My strength is a 50.
So that's 5 plus 6. That's 11 points, and you do 3/4 of that, which is 8 points of damage.
Cool.
33, 32, 33.
I'm gonna beat her with her own bomb. Give me that detonator, bitch!
Okay, you punch her, but she's still up. And all of a sudden, standing over both of you, dripping blood, is Gorlak, and he comes down with both of the billy clubs, missing once, hitting her once, cracking her, and knocking her unconscious.
Nice.
but you see that his eyes are like pinpoint red,
Yeah.
and he's got like the foam out of the side.
Oh shit.
You might be in danger,
Alright,
even though you're his friend.
I'm playing dead.
What? Okay, so we're going to go to the next round. Ludo and Karas, there is no explosion. You get to the far end, and if it does go off, it's not going to hurt anyone or damage the building. But you do hear automatic gunfire coming from the front of the building.
I look at him and I say, "This just gets better and better."
Okay.
And then I'll just start to run back towards the building.
For this shit.
Okay. So you guys are starting to run back inside. Tripsil comes over, and he's got like a short-barreled automatic rifle with a silencer, and he just like comes over and he stands over both of you guys, and he goes, "Are you two okay?"
Us?
We're terrific.
Yeah, I feel good.
No, to the guys on the floor with the prisoner, and he passed zip ties.
Nice.
I'm okay. I'm a little shaken up because this is like too much, too fast, but we're good. And my buddy here is he's in his battle rage, and he may slap you, and he's hurt because somebody shot him.
Okay. Okay, and at this point, the other members of Tripsil's security have opened up the fire exit on the other side, so the crowd is pouring out of the other side, not where the explosives alley is, and not into the front area, but like through the back, through the kitchen. So the bar is clearing out, and you see two figures dart on either side of the doorway. One is holding a round object in her hand, about to throw it. And the other has an automatic pistol, and she's about to spray the room.
Jesus.
Are we back by this point, or we don't see?
Yeah, you guys are in the room and see this. They've got dexes of 45. Who's got it better than that?
I've got 50.
I have a 70.
I have a 70.
So you guys can act before that.
All right. I'll take 3 gyrojet shots at the one going to throw the object.
Okay. She has no cover. Well, she has light cover from the door, which is 1, but there's no people running, so there's no risk of friendly fire.
All right, so I've got that would bring. All right, so that still. Do I get any bonuses or no? It just cancels out.
45.
Straight 45. Okay. First shot, miss. Second shot, 39 hits, and third shot misses. So I hit with 1.
All right, you graze her for 5 points.
All right.
Okay, who's up next? Ludo.
I'm gonna grab the one with the automatic weapon. Try to just wrap her up with my arm. Oh, I'm not near her.
You're across the room.
You're coming in from the alley.
So I'm not. I can see them, but I'm not close enough to grab anything.
No.
When I came in through the door, was I close to the people who were getting tied up? The lady who was getting tied up?
No, because they were near the front door. Because remember, she was trying to leave.
Yeah. So
you have a melee weapon.
I just have grenades. I do have a doze grenade.
That would work.
So I will throw a doze grenade at the one who has the automatic weapon.
Well, it's a grenade, and they're next to each other. So
oh, perfect. Okay, I didn't realize they were right next to each other.
Right. They're on either side of the door.
All right. So
roll that.
Cool.
45.
Pardon me.
How does throwing a grenade work? So I get a +1 because my dexterity is high, or a +1 column shift.
And
is it just a regular attack roll?
Column?
It would be column.
Yeah.
It's got a balance too.
Actually, I have weapons grenades. My column is 3.
So that's 49, and you rolled what?
45.
Nice.
Okay, it lands right between them.
Well done.
And there's a big puff of gas, and they're both in it. One of them is affected and drops, and she just passes out. The other starts choking, and it's almost like tear gas, and she's going to. So that's going to affect her. But the one you knocked out was the one about to hurl the grenade.
Ooh, perfect.
Okay, so Koras, you're the last one to act, and then I'm gonna go Garlic, Gorlock, and Tripsil.
Are they close enough that I could charge and take her out?
Not this round. You'd have to cross the bar.
Shit. So I couldn't throw a chair at her then either. Then too far.
We did already establish that you had a history of bar fighting, so yes, grabbing a random chair and hurling it across the bar at someone is in your realm of experience, sir. So have at it. Grab a chair and hurl it.
All right, I will start to run in that direction. I'll scoop up a chair as I'm running and just whip it at her as hard as I can.
All right, give me a throw attack. What's your dex?
Dex is 50.
Okay, so we're going to keep that as a column 2. What do you got?
I got a 31.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, Gorlak saw the girl with the grenade and was, in his battle rage, charged at her. And Tripsil saw the grenade and fired a burst of automatic weapon fire around the door, spraying both of them with bullets. And then the girl with the automatic weapon gets hit with a chair. Each force you can fire. So she's slightly wounded for 12 from the assault rifle from the Versk head of security. And you rolled what did you roll, 30?
31.
31, which is half damage on the chair. I'm going to treat the chair as...
like a club?
Well, actually, they have chair in the weapon table.
Do they?
5 points.
Nice. To carry a chair around with you.
And what was your strength?
My strength is 65.
So that's going to be 7 points plus 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you do 3/4. You do half. So you do 6 points, and she's been hit for 12. Okay. She's hit with a chair and shot a couple times. So she sprays the room with automatic weapon fire as she tries to leave. You hear a ground car starting up and peeling out. She sprays the room with automatic weapon fire, and
Roll it.
actually that will hit. 44 minus. Okay, so basically everybody in the room is hit for 11, and I think that I have to divide that amongst you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which is, and I'll check the rules when we get further into the campaign, but at this point, it's just she's fleeing and firing into the room, so everyone's hit for like 4 points of grazed damage. Some of these aren't even bullets, they're fragments of stuff that comes out. And you start to hear police sirens outside.
Too little, too late.
Well, no, it erupts into a huge car chase. But
okay.
That's not, it's got nothing to do with you guys.
Cool.
I will continue across to the door, assuming that the grenade is done outgassing,
Okay.
and grab that girl that's passed out.
There, you see that Warlock has got the unconscious girl. He like hovered over her with his fist, with a billy club. Like he's kind of got her, like he's about to brain her.
Okay. I put my hand on his shoulder to pull him back, knowing full well he's probably going to swing at me. And I yell out to him, "We need her alive!"
So you grab him, and remember, he's been shot and
Mhm.
sprayed with gunfire. So it's taken a little bit out of him. So you grab him, and he tries to pull your hand away, and you just keep a hold on him, and you see him start to like calm down and catch his breath, and he just he lets her go, and he says, "You got this."
It's fine. I'll take her.
And he walks away, and he's just like in full shakes. And he paces for 10 minutes before anybody who comes near him, he just kind of like waves them away.
Mm-hmm. I look after him, for a minute just to make sure he's not going to like pass out or fall over. Then I reach down and I
definitely coming down. Okay, so Trip still says, well, okay, I guess you guys aren't coming to work tomorrow because we're probably closed.
This is not quite what we expected.
But since nobody died, and you guys protected the property, I'm going to pay you for the 4 days anyway.
Excellent.
Don't forget our drink. I'm thirsty. Shit.
And he says,
Bar.
he goes behind the bar. He gives you a bottle of Top Shelf and a card. And he says, "Get out of here before the police come. You were never here. This is a doctor that can take care of this off of the books. And don't get caught with the weapons, with that Jarajit pistol."
I think I'll be okay.
Hey, Oscar, as these guys were negotiating whatever, Gluto would have been going around and trying to grab whatever explosives in the detonator, and before the law gets there, he wants to accumulate as many things that explode as possible.
Of TD-19. You have 6 kilograms of TD-19.
And the radio detonator still?
You have one detonator. They've all been linked to it.
Okay, I'll grab that.
And you can also find the girl had an unexploded fragmentation grenade.
Oh yeah, I'll want that too.
You did not capture the girl with the machine gun, but you did capture their leader, and she. Do you search her as well?
Yes.
She has a KE-1000 laser pistol with a 20 SEU clip.
Reliever of that shit.
Yeah, take that.
Now, does I have a question. Does the club owners, the security, even care that we captured this woman, or
they're handing her over to the police?
Gotcha. Okay.
But they're definitely hustling you guys out. They don't want. They're basically going to say that none of their people did any shooting.
Right.
Luckily nobody who was a patron was shot. So,
yeah.
They just want you guys out and to lay low.
And how much did we get paid? Did they say?
200.
200.
Yeah, it was $50 a day, and we got the full payment plus top shelf alcohol, and totally get the fuck out of here with a card for a street doc.
Perfect.
Okay, so the street doc, because I think all of you are wounded a little bit at least.
Yeah, I need to take my buddy over to him and get him repaired.
Okay, so what happens is you go over to the street doctor, which actually isn't a street doctor. It's a hotel room where he shows up in like 20 minutes.
Oh, house calls. Cool.
It's basically a safe room they have and a guy they have on call. And he comes in and he says, "Okay, let me patch everyone up." He deals with the most seriously wounded first. And he says that And don't worry, I know you're a company man, so we're going to keep this all herbal. So nothing is going to show up on your blood tests.
Excellent. And leave the nuts out of it.
What nuts?
We're allergic to Sasha nuts.
Just you?
And the big Yazarian guy, Orlak.
And he starts immediately taking your vitals and looking into your eyes.
What? What are you doing?
He says that my antiseptic is an extract of...
Son of a bitch!
Because you didn't say you had a nut allergy!
I just did! Before. Give me the cheese, it's an antidote.
He says, you don't seem to be having a reaction. Are you sure that you guys are... Are you sure that you have an allergy?
I'm pretty sure. If I start shitting myself, I'm going to be highly annoyed.
He goes, well, calm down. You should be in anaphylactic shock right now, but you seem fine. Who diagnosed you with this allergy?
We had it from when we were kids.
He runs a scan over you, and he says, you're not allergic. He goes, you don't have any...
The fuck?
He goes, you'd be in shock right now.
Check my buddy.
He checks him and he says, yeah, other than the gyrojet blast in his shoulder, he should be fine. The 2 bullets I pulled out of him, he should be fine.
I'm just gonna file that away because that's fucking weird. I'll let him do his business and fix the other 2 dudes.
Okay.
That's odd. We done been lied to.
Sounds like the company's got you on a short leash.
Okay.
Usually.
Logan.
Yes.
Well, Gorlak got a much bigger dose than you did.
Yeah.
And he says, man, this top shelf stuff is wicked awesome. And he starts like giggling like an idiot.
Oh shit.
And he takes another shot, and you start to feel it as well, and it's almost like you've been roofied.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Swaying a little bit, like, don't drink this. Is it? Do I get a sense that it's because I still think I think the doctor's full of shit. I think I still have the allergy, basically because I acted like I did all this time. So fuck it, I do. Do I think it's a reaction with the alcohol?
It might be a reaction between the nuts and the top shelf, because I mean you've never had any of this nut extract or nuts or any of it. You've avoided it like the plague your entire life.
Yeah. Shit.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder to steady him.
All right, I gotta sit down.
When he puts his hand on your shoulder, you feel like a tingle go through your whole body. And you turn over, and you can basically see his aura. Like, you guys are tripping fucking balls right now.
Nice.
What?
All right,
with you.
Steps in, and he says, okay, they're having some kind of a narcotic reaction, but it doesn't appear to be dangerous. I just, keep them drinking, and...
water.
Keep them hydrated, keep them safe. And he reaches into the holster and pulls out your gyrojet and says, don't let him have this, and he should be fine in a few hours. I don't want to give him anything else because I don't know what's causing this. But what I've given him shouldn't have these effects.
All right, I'm going to sit down and try to ride it out.
Okay.
Can we stay in that hotel room, or are we being asked to leave?
You can stay there for up to another 3 hours.
Okay, so when the doctor leaves, then I'll see him out. I'll lock the door.
Right.
And stick a chair in front of the door and just sit and wait. Make sure they don't try to leave or anything.
No, they're okay. They basically they start to lie down. And then just lay there as the room spins and there's lots of colors. And they wake up, They wake up like 3 hours later. You end up in the room for almost the entire 4 hours before they wake up.
Hmm.
And when you come to, I want you to raise, Logan, I want you to raise your logic.
All right. I'm at a 40.
To 80.
Holy fuck balls.
Whoa.
I like it.
You're enlightened.
Apparently.
Had a Zen moment.
How's my buddy Gorlak doing?
Give me a second.
All right.
Okay, you're going to say, how's my buddy Gorlak doing? I need you to roll an attack.
And it's, oh shit. All right.
It's not actually an attack, it's just roll.
Oh, okay. All right. 13.
You look over and you wonder, I wonder how he's doing. And you immediately know that he is confused, a little afraid, he is nervous, but he implicitly trusts you.
Okay. You
You
all right, buddy?
And when I say you know that, that's just not like, bro, we grew up together. That's, you just read his mind.
Oh shit. All right.
I want you to add the skill empathy to your character.
Empathy. Okay.
And when you do get the Nebulon's Guide, that's listed under the Mentalist skill list.
Mentalist. You know, some people are selling that that softcover Zebulon guide on Amazon for $400.
I know, it's like,
Ugh.
mine ain't going anywhere.
Yep. Yeah, there's a beater one for 30 some. I think I may pick it up.
There's a beater one here that's priceless.
I know, right? Shit. Ugh. All right, so now, do I know that I read his mind, or do I just think he said that?
No, you read his mind. It's empathy. You basically picked up. You read his surface emotions.
Wow. All right. I'm a little confused.
And you're pretty sure you could do it again if you had to.
Okay. I'm gonna. All right. What's the scenario in the room now?
Part of your mind is now exhausted, so it would take a while before you could do it.
All right. I do feel like kind of bone weary. I'm tired. This was like a lot that happened really fast, really quick. Bombs, fucking guns shooting, people getting killed or getting shot, blood, mind reading. I'm taking it all in. What's the rest of the room look like? And where's my gun?
Okay. The rest of everything seems normal now.
All right.
I'm sitting in front of the door. Yeah, I have your gun. I'm sitting in a chair in front of the door.
All right. I'm gonna stand up. As you can see, I look okay. I feel okay. I stretch, and I'm like, "Is everybody okay?"
The question is, are you okay?
Yeah.
Alex stands up and says, "I really feel very odd."
Well, you were shot.
No, it's like everything seems so clear now.
What do you mean, friend?
He like puts his hand on his head and just like closes his eyes as if he's concentrating, and all of a sudden, all of your conochromes just go out with through a wave of static.
Whoa! What the? Did you just do that?
He says, "Yeah, I think I just disrupted the electromagnetic waves in this immediate area."
Well, where were you 4 hours ago when the detonator was?
Well, I was charging the girl with it.
Well, all right. Something weird just has happened because something's happening to me as well with whatever we drank.
He says, well, I think that we're having a weird reaction to the nuts because, I mean, we are allergic. They've been telling us that our whole life.
Yes.
Yes, I had the liquor too, and I don't feel anything.
So you guys are okay, and you drank this liquor.
You don't pass some top shelf liquor.
Yep.
And he says, should we go into the clinic? Because remember, you guys have free health care through Pangalactic Corporation, and they've been packaging your meals for years.
Yeah, probably feeding us fucking shit. Is there any way we can get these meals analyzed?
Well, you never thought of doing that before, but sure, you probably could.
Yeah, I saw with my heightened empathy and my awesome logic. Something's off. Yeah, we need to take care of something first, gentlemen.
I told you not to trust the Pan-Galactic Corporation.
Okay, do you want me to do this in the open, or so that the other players will know, or do you want me to tell you what happens when you? And who are you taking these results to? I mean, where are you getting this done?
I don't know. That was my next question. Do I know someone, a friend, or that I can trust to do this?
You have lots of friends who work for Pangalactic Corporation.
Well, no, outside of kind of like
Not
that.
Really, no. You don't know. It's
Yeah.
you've grown up in the company.
Yeah.
You don't really have many contacts who aren't, in some way affiliated with Pangalactic Corporation.
Is there potential that I would? Is there potential that I would have some more covert connections doing the mercenary thing?
Mercenaries don't really usually deal with like chemical analysis labs.
Yeah. All right.
So you could probably get him a sniper rifle, but
if I want to shoot the meal,
it's a little out of your. So you do this, and you're like, I have no idea where I could go to even have this done that it won't get back to them. But are you going to continue eating the food?
No.
Okay. Are you going to continue picking up the food as if you're eating it?
Probably, yeah. I'm going to keep it as business as usual, and I'm going to suggest to Gorlak that we do so. Something is weird. I don't know if we're being slowly poisoned or I think we need to have our food analyzed. I'm kind of like talking them off to the side. Like, something's not right. Something's not adding up. We just tripped like fucking ridiculous, whacked out, and we woke up and we feel different, and we have these like residual side effects that are a boost.
Maybe it'll wear off.
It's possible. It's possible, but the other two are not experiencing this, and Blob Boy is a PGC man too, and it's not affecting him. And they both and on top of that, they both drank they both had the alcohol.
He didn't grow up in the orphanarium.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So.
And now it kind of strikes you strange that there were 4 members of every race in.
Exactly. I'm having an aha moment. We done been fucked. All right, I think we're gonna have to investigate this.
Okay, so this is what we're going to be calling a long-term story thread. And really, this is all the story I've got lined up because I had something longer, but we're not going to get into that.
We're not going to go there.
We're not going to go there. But Logan, you have developed enlightenment and a mentalist ability.
Instability or stability?
What?
Did you say instability?
Oh, and then the empathy ability.
Oh, ability. Okay. All right. Cool.
Now, whether this is a temporary thing, and whether Pangalactic Corporation ever becomes aware that you've manifested this ability, if they are responsible for it in any way, you can explore that, or we can ignore it.
All right.
You know, it may come up, but you know that's going to be something that we'll play with your character in the coming sessions.
All right. Cool. All right.
Cool.
So yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's right. I said Gorlock and I are going to pretend, as far as the PGC is concerned, we're still eating the meals, but we're not going to.
Right.
And then monitor our kind of how we feel, our behavior, and just the overall effect of not eating that, and then trying to find food that's nut free.
You have a quarterly physical coming up in about 5 weeks.
Gotcha. That
always includes blood and urine.
Gotcha. Can I reschedule that?
Yeah, you could, like 3 or 4 days in either direction, but it's going to become a problem.
Gotcha. All right. Well, at least it gives me some leeway. All right, I'm going to be a little late.
You know for a fact that most Pan-Galactic Corporation employees are not this medically scrutinized. They just decided to give you an extra special care package because of your rare nut allergy.
Gotcha. All right. Oh my God.
Rare nut allergy.
Yes. Something's fishy.
All right, so we're gonna close it here.
All right.
We're going to say that you're all contacted in the next few days.
All right.
By one of the people who were in the bar. Basically, there were a lot of really wealthy people in the bar, and because of your quick action, there were no fatalities, and no civilians were even injured. And they tell you that their family runs a. Let me pull up my notes. The Pradantlosi Resort, which is one of the biggest hunting lodges on the southern continent of Fallow. And to show their appreciation of your heroic efforts, they have arranged for a 10-day hunting package for you guys to be flown to the southern continent, put in one of their resorts, and taken on a guided safari.
Yeah.
As a thank you vacation.
I say we take them up on that. I could use the vacation.
I could use the free meals.
Exactly.
Yeah, this would probably be like a 700 credit package. This is like the high end 5-star luxury hotel with a guided safari hunt for there's a creature on this stupid planet. And you've actually, part of it includes a 2 hunting tags for a creature called Svenga, which is like a 6-legged elk. They're very, their tags are hard to get because they're a rare animal.
As it goes, it walks in front of you.
What?
As it walks in front of you.
Shoot it.
So, and they say that, that basically go to this when you guys are ready, call ahead, and then basically go to the spaceport, and there will be an air car waiting for you.
I inquire as to whether or not we can bring our friend with us who wasn't able to come to the bar thing. Usually works with us. I'm assuming this is to get, if this is where the story is.
Yeah, and they say, that will be fine.
Okay.
Cool. That's good. Bring my buddy with me.
All right. So, how do you guys think it went?
That was cool.
It was good.
Yeah, I like it. Nice
Good,
quick.
lots of action.
Yeah, that's best for the Star Frontiers.
Nothing like old school rules light 1980s systems.
It's great. Thank you so much for running this.
Oh, no
Yeah.
problem. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
As I fight viciously.
As the as the plot thickens.
My new boy Pickles.
Mhm.
Pickles.
He's a feisty one.
Yeah.
I'll go through and I'll do a better job with this sheet. I'll reread the book.
And buy some equipment.
I'll do the equipment thing.
Well, you got some extra money now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I'll get some more stuff.
I have a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
buy myself a
explosives.
gun now.
And you are now wanted by the Tarkin criminal organization.
Yeah. Well, you know.
What's the worst that could happen?
And that steely-eyed assassin person escapes from jail after
Dirty bitch!
Buys her way out.
he was in jail for like 12 hours. I think by the
Yeah.
time you guys stopped tripping, she was already out on the street.
I'm sure.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Bitch.
So it might be a good idea to go away for 10 days. You know.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the-
Timing.
Sounds like a plan.
So we've got some story background to build on.
Yeah. I'm going to use my new empathic ability and do some fortune telling.
Really, you quickly learn that it can only be used in once per encounter.
Oh, okay.
So it's not something you can use a lot.
Gotcha.
And
And it's
really
very draining,
it's
right?
going to give you a surface emotional state.
Okay.
So it's not like you can't tell the future or read a mind. But if you're worrying about, if you're questioning, so it will probably make you really good at poker.
There you go. Kind of like insight.
Right. Exactly. And again, it's not one of the huge mentalist things. But we'll explore more of that. I kind of have an idea for how I want to do it,
All
but
right.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to keep it mysterious. So
Cool.
the power may go away. It may manifest in other ways. And how you want to handle this with your current employer, we'll play that out.
Cool.
All right. Do we have any questions?
No, I like I said, I feel like I need to brush up a little bit because for me I felt a little clunky. So
Is
Yeah,
there any XP from the session, Oscar?
Oh, of course there is.
Add that skills.
Let's say it's 2 points for everybody.
Cool.
Right.
2 XP for today's date, 10/29.
Including the money you earned and the weapon and the weapon and explosive you looted.
Yeah.
675 credits now.
woo. How the hell did you get 675?
Well, I started with 275. And
Oh, you roll high on your.
yeah, that was about the only thing I rolled high on.
All right.
I didn't really buy much. Everything is pretty much company.
Well, it still would be 600. You only earned 200.
Oh, I thought we earned 400. Oh, that's right. Never mind. So it's 475. My bad.
Look at these cheating already. One session in.
In the spirit of the 1980s.
Yes. I actually thought it was 400 for some reason. I'm thinking 100 each day.
No.
No, it's 50 each day.
Damn it.
Is the voice good? No good? Is that going to be too distracting?
No, the voice is good.
Okay.
Fits a Saurian. You sound like a slee stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of what they look like.
Here you go.
Yeah, it's like it was funny because I had my whole story thread built on another person's background.
Well,
Yeah, well-
maybe plus.
But it was tight. If we would have done that, that's going to be like probably that whole story thread's going to be 3 sessions. So that's
Okay.
it's going to be because again, you're going to another fucking continent. I can't drop someone in on another continent, you know.
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
Yeah. You got the free trip too. So it was like, I have nothing, and I'm thinking, well, he said I could say he was, Logan was from an orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's all kinds of story plots and threads and shit.
I'm a Call of Cthulhu guy. You tell me your character's an orphan.
You're fucked.
It's going to be bad, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mine that for gold.
There you go.
And again,
Absolutely.
on a what's the on a born identity thing.
Mm.
So like, and a little bit of fire starter. And I'm thinking, okay, government, psychic, soldier, conspiracy.
Cool.
All right, and it was really smart of you not to go to them for
There you
help.
go. Oh yeah.
Because I was going to have van pull up and guys try and put a sack over your head and take you to Hitler.
X-Files stuff.
Yeah. So that'll be something fun we can explore.
Cool.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks for showing up, those of us who did.
Damn!
I was waiting for that. Get that.
I'm gonna
Glenn.
leave that in.
And we'll reschedule. I mean, God knows it's getting busy. It may be after Thanksgiving at this point. I've got a little girl doing her confirmation in a couple of weeks. I have a convention next weekend. So the next 2 weekends are bad. I might be able to do 2 Thursdays from now. So let's talk on, on the group page and start working it out.
Cool.
Sounds
All right,
good.
guys. Have a great night.
Thanks a lot. You too.
Thanks
See you
a lot
guys.
for jamming.
Bye.
See you guys. All right, I'm gonna stop that.